And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's got away. Not the most accurate pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Haaland. Luis Felipe. He's looking wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Yuga. He's on it. Can he get away? Thinks of a chance! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him. Backward it goes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's superb. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driving forward. Pinches it off him. He is just caressing the ball. Mbappe makes a dash for it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Mendes. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period. Chance to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly, and the shot! He's gone direct here. Now, can they get him away? Space for him to turn and look, and across it goes. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here, and the shot! Sensational from Haaland! A finish right from the top draw!
The goal scorer!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Yuga. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Haaland in acres of space out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice. And he's gone looking for safety. Thinks one through. And he whips it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Vallecas really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Can he finish? And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to...
And that will be the final act. Madrid win it, and it's a big win, and they can look back on a... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be...
Mbappe! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Satriano. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Haaland. Oh, he's bustling through. Haaland! Goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Madrid make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Now it's Haaland. And it's Pedri. Madrid already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Satriano. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a decent clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Vicious ball here. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Haaland. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got away from it. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0. Chance, surely! Oh, what a big quick... That's another chance! Satriano. Now it's Haaland.
There will be 3 minutes
Caicedo.
at a time.
That looks a decent ball. He's in, plenty of space here. Now it's Haaland. Haaland finds himself offside. Haaland. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Madrid, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vitinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Haaland looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Haaland. He's in a great position here. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Mbappe. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Satriano. Nice control. He's picked his way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that will be the final act. Madrid have done it. Happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The
and
game yet to
welcome to
kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Rui Costa. And he's in on goal. Steaming. It's Inzaghi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
And he's forced to go back.
Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Messi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Donadoni proves just a little bit too... He leaps for it! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Donadoni. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. Drills. Goes for a shot! And he's done it! And there is your opener. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Has a look and plays it forward. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Hullet. Rui Costa. And this is Inzaghi. Great ball, and he's in here. Donadoni. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero gets into a good position. Lovely feet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rui Costa. Can he get it through? Great work on the overlap. Chiellini attempts a clearance. And it's Neymar. Shevchenko bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
And it's Caceres. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Caceres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Donadoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, he's been shot at goal! Messi! From another planet! A finish right from the top draw! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A heavy challenge. Park Ji-sung. Rui Costa. That's going wide left. Strong running down that left flank. And that's another good win of the ball. Fermin. This is a promising build-up. Stojkovic. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi making good progress. It's a pretty loose pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking to play him in. Salah. Lopez. Lopez with the cross. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Stojkovic play. He's rising! Del Piero finds himself offside. Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. Koundé. Oh, good-looking ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And there goes the final whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. And here's the chance to counter. Rui Costa. And it's Gullit. Philippe. And the shot! Goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gullit couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Shevchenko. Gullit never out of the action for very long. And this is Inzaghi. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Impressive jump!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. Bangladesh currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Now there's a fun. Can he finish? Nesta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rui Costa has created one goal already. And that is a little undercooked. Gullit. Pelé powering forward here. And it's Lahm. It's Pelé! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Gullit. Shevchenko. And it's Koundé. Shapes to shoot! And that was struck with genuine force. This possibly the last play of the half. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And now,
Bangladesh coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Guest performance today.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bangladesh with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Bangladesh currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And this is Inzaghi, and he's getting up there! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they're back on the ball again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Lahm gets across to intercept that. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? And that has sent him sprawling.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Real chance! Neymar! What about that one? About as smooth as it gets. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Jules Koundé.
So changes afoot
Number
here,
14,
and from both sides.
Xabi Alonso.
We're looking at
Coming
a
on the
different
field,
game now.
Number 8.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kimmich. Substitutions taking place.
That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the... And the shot! Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Quality ball. And here's Hullet. Now, he's been caught on it here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nedved. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. It's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. Caceres. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Griezmann. Looking for options for movement. And he's intervened well there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get it through? Shevchenko. Delivered low. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's on it, can he get away? Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Alvarez, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hullet. Now there's a fine chance! Goal! And there is your opener. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Bangladesh have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, they could break here. And it's Griezmann. Tries to dink it through. Oh, well played. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Alvarez. And claimed it back swiftly. And the shot! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Tries to pass it through. Perez. Well read, nice interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Bangladesh leading by one at the break.
Match. Thank you for your cooperation.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Bangladesh with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Bangladesh can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And here's Xabi Alonso. Alonso! And no mistake. And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Bangladesh are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this...
Great chance! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bangladesh find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Alvarez drives it in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Now the ball is towering header.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Perez, Vieira, played out wide. Now it's Shevchenko. He has a look out, and he can thump it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Van Basten! Fantastic from Van Basten! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
After 76 minutes
A
is
momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? Nicked it back promptly. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shoots! Van Basten gets flagged offside. Just 5 minutes left. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. De Bruyne aims beyond the defence. Caceres. Xavi Alonso. And it's Hullet. And this is Inzaghi.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Torres. Rijkaard. Rui Costa looking to add to his goal. Filippo Inzaghi. Nicely spread. De Bruyne. Oh, that's neat. And this is Torres. Real chance! Oh, good finish. Deep into injury time. And that is as far as it goes. Bangladesh have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And the shots! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Hullet. He's being urged to shoot. Koundé receives it in a wide position. Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Rijkaard. Now who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a cute ball. Well, they've got it again. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Hullet, and this is Inzaghi. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Szoboszlai. Law. It's Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That has been knocked clear. And there's the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Bangladesh leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. Now it's Inzaghi. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Chiellini cuts out the pass. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder
Look back on the
today
first
to please
45
take all
minutes.
deductibles
I think it's a case
located by
of
the
so
entrance
far,
gate.
so good.
Thank you very
The
much
boss
for
has
your
clearly done his
cooperation.
homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bangladesh have played well here, and they have the
Substitutions
all-important
taking
lead.
place.
It's 1-0. So we're off again. Bangladesh currently ahead by the smallest of margins. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Right, Shevchenko. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So we've reached the hour mark. Quality ball. Raul. Law. And he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Roll! Rui Costa is there to clear. Koundé calmly anticipates. Caceres always on the lookout for any signs of danger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Italy really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Shevchenko. And he's quick to get rid. And that's a throw-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Italy really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
De Gea can clear it away. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled
match.
out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Scholes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale made a good run there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And here's Inzaghi. Caceres finding himself in space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shevchenko. Oh, nice touch. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, that's nice. He's free, he has got space. Great chance! Oh, it's come loose.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And again! Bangladesh have their third corner. And he's heaved it away. And it's Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's Inzaghi. Scholes. Oh, easy pickings there. Alonso. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Inzaghi. They've won a corner. Bangladesh get their fourth corner. Kalulu gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, played right into his path. Shot a goal! He's scored! Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter.
Oh, what a mistake! Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
2 added minutes has been
And they can
indicated.
counter here. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Hullet. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hazard! And that is wildly off target.
Hazard clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a fine intercept. Tries from distance. That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Substitution in progress.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Hazard. That is lovely. Serginho delivered with swing. It's anyone's ball now. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, that's superb.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kimmich. And he's been shifted off it. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Flashes. A header! Oh, crossbar! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Threads one in. And this is Bale. It's Bale! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bale really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And he's worked it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bangladesh very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Just about within shooting range. Oh, a very decent attempt. Corner number 3 coming up. He leaps for it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Great ball. Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Luis Suarez! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. No, it's come to nothing. Lovely pass, but... And pull it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos goes short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pullet. And he's heaved it away. That's really well cleared. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines. Messi, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good spread. Back where it came from. He's having a hit! Right, Shevchenko.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Luis Suarez. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's been cut out, well played. And that is a little undercooked. Good ball, good take. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Cleared without hesitation.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Probing pass, well read, and the danger is averted. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick
Bangladesh currently behind
We're
by
about to
1 goal
announce
to
today's
0
hockey
at the
numbers.
break.
Please watch the screen if you
Yeah,
have a
you don't
ticket.
get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So, into the second half.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Del Piero. Luis Suarez. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's Rui Costa. Pull it. Oh, that's well spotted.
How many interceptions have we seen now?
Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! 2 start now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United are now luxuriating. And Del Piero! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Inzaghi. Messi. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well measured. Rui Costa. Gullit. Threads one in. Rui Costa deals with that comfortably. No way through. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Caceres. Now, can they get him away? Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely, now then. Bergomi with a fine tackle.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
He's having a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I'm not sure what
Substitution
happened there,
in progress.
Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gullit. Filippo Inzaghi. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Messi! And how did he not make it 4? That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, that was vital. Zola. Pullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now that's well seen too. Messi! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Bragantino really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Pass is just off target. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, just skips past his man. Chance for a shot! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Bangladesh are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is... And Messi! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Bragantino are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah. And he's following up! It's Rui Costa. He can run onto that, and that's a good ball. And this is Rui Costa. Maldini can clear it away. Alonso bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Xavi Alonso. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Xavi Alonso. And it's Gullit. Look at this.
And Del Piero against the crossbar. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Gullit. Rui Costa. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Del Piero. Tries one from range. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Great chance here from position A1.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Del Piero! And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Xavi Alonso stands tall and stands strong. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Rui Costa. That is good alertness. Maldini. Zola. Zola getting forward. Rui Costa producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Del Piero. Rui Costa. Filippo Inzaghi looking to add to his goal. And here's Gullit. Caceres. The ball goes in. Maldini clears without hesitation. Dinks one through. Dink through. Oh, super ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Concentration levels are very good.
He's having a hit! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Ricardo Ferri. Coming on the field is
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. Gattuso. Koeman with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Totti!
Bragantino nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 3 minutes added
No
time.
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Caceres. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Bangladesh can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Please turn your attention
Your
to
final
the screen
thoughts, Jim?
for information
Bangladesh
provided by the
absolutely
local
shocking
police.
here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was